Hi traders, welcome to the video. Please pause the video and make sure you understand the disclaimer before proceeding. Okay traders, I want to show you this gold trading strategy that I've got going here. So what I'm going to do now is probably close this. See how we're trading down into this level here? Alright, so I've made 16, 17, I'll just close that now. Alright, so that's not bad. This is today, one trade. 1% of the account size. So the risk is 1% per trade. Now here's the secret to this. I'll open this up and show you. See this alert here? This red dot, that was the alert. And what we do is we set up this right next to it. So we go off the wick of this candle, and I generally go halfway through the wick and I set up a pending sell. Comes up, we get a fill, and we're in the trade. The risk has to be consistent. This is the most important part of this. I'm risking 1% of my account each trade. So if I'm doing that, look how many trades were successful here. 1% of my account per trade. Now, if we get a 9 out of 10 and we lose one, the risk is consistent. So let's just say the risk is worth $1,000, for example, on this account, or $1,500, that'll do. So let's just say the risk is valued at $1,500, give or take, and we get a 9 out of 10 win rate. Well, I mean, do the math. Seriously. So you can see here, 1, 2, 3 was successful. See, what we're doing is we're setting up here a buy at that level. That actually would have triggered, that actually would have filled about here. Okay, I'm going around 50% of the wick, and closer to the dot would be better, but I mean, you can see. So I mean, how many of these would you not want to take? See, this one here, it didn't pull back down into it. We missed this one, and if the market heads off without you, we just still eat the limit order and wait for the next opportunity. Alright, so this one here didn't pull back up into it, so then we just let it go. But this one here, look at this, it pulled back down into it. There's our entry. This one, now I don't generally take these if they're running on a steep trend like this, and here's part of the strategy. See these white candles? When you see white candles and you get a dot, that's a go ahead. So we want to see a cluster of white candles prior to the dot. We've got that here. We've got that here. There's a dot, it didn't pull back down, that's fine, but we're getting the white candles. So you'll see when it's in a steep trend, there'll be an absence of white candles. So we don't take them, we just leave these alone. Don't touch them. No, that's all green, you can see that. White candles, okay, so we've got white candles previously here. That's a buy. So here's how we measure this. See where this green candle is, mark it, and then we're looking for the cloud. If there's a cloud below it, we go to the outer edge of the cloud. There's no cloud below it. So what we do is we measure the candle left and we go up and we measure the cloud. We'll just take this here, this cloud range. That's our stop loss. And we're going to set up our trade midway through the wick. So if that's our stop loss, and that's midway through the wick, look at this. See that? That's why we set up these indicators. These are variations of the average true range. So we set up a buy and then it got triggered here. There's our stop loss. Then we're well and truly on our way. So the thing with this, if you gain a bit of ground with it, you can pull your stop loss to be in the money. So once you're traveling up here, pull your stop loss up to this level. This is what's possible here. So I encourage you to give this a shot. This is a 1 minute chart. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, that was a nice trade. This was my stop loss level. And so let's just pull this down, have a look see where 1 to 1 is. Like, look at this. See this little range here, right? That's where I decided to close as it was heading into that. So, I mean, if you read it well, you can definitely do quite well with this strategy. 1 minute chart, just trading gold. You could just sit here all day waiting for the signals. Right now, if you want to get a bit more active with this, well, here's the thing. You can set the signals up, the alerts to go off on gold, but you know, you might like trading, say, the US 100, for example. We just have a look and see what the signals look like. Well, that's interesting. See, we don't have white candles prior, so I'd just be a little bit careful there. This is the London Open, this blue line. All right, there's your white candles in here, you can see. There's an entry here halfway through the wick. Just look at that. What's that worth? If, you know, 1% of your account, you know, if that's worth $1,000, think about this. So some charts are better than others. So we go through and we look at these. See, we would have missed these because it didn't pull back up into it. This is ideal here. See where you have this run of white candles in through here? There's a buy, but watch out. Look at this stop run down in here. Anyway, I mean, it's scalping. You know, you're going to be in and out pretty quickly. You'll take your money and run. Yeah, this one's not so crash hot, but I mean, if you go through these, you'll find some of these are incredible. Let's just have a look at some of these Euro charts, what they look like. See the whippiness in this price action? That's what you want. That's a nice one. Look at that. Let's go back. Well, there's one. You would have got a fill over here if you stayed in. Halfway through the wick, there's your entry, long. Here, halfway through the wick. I mean, it's a big, long wick. I would probably want to go closer to where the signal is. Okay. This one. If there's no wick, you go on the dot. That was short-lived. Look at this one. See, white candles. There's your entry. There's your trade. See, white candles before the signal here. That's your entry point right there. And I mean, where did that go? Yeah, look at that. If you're still trailing it, I mean, that's incredible. Maybe not. You probably would have been, you probably would have closed up here somewhere. Here again, guys, look at this. This is the euro pound. All right, so look for whippy price action where you see, and go back and have a look at them, and you'll see if you're getting a 9 out of 10 win rate out of these signals, then set an alert on it. I mean, I like gold. I'll show you how to set the alert quickly. You can just right-click on the dot, add alert, 1 minute chart, and it's going to be the extended. Once per bar, I want this to be permanent. And then up here, oh yeah, this is deliberately a repainting indicator, and it doesn't matter because we're waiting for the repaint before we take the signal. So we always wait for the signal to stick. And it will. As soon as this next candle paints, this dot will either be there or not. That's repainting. So we wait for it. We're not trying to take it on the signal itself. We're waiting for the pullback up in. So on the next candle, if the dot's still there, well, that's the non-repainting aspect of it, right? Then we just set up our pending, you know, sell limit order here, and just let it run. Right. And again, like you can work with a one-to-one risk reward. So here's how you do this. You mark up the dot with a vertical, and because there's no cloud above it, what we're going to do is we're going to measure, go to the left of the alert. There's the range of the cloud here. So we just pull it through and we go a little bit further. That's your stop loss. So that's entry, short position here, stop loss, 1-to-1 if you want. So there's your roughly 1-to-1 there, pretty close to it. Right? I mean, there's your 1-to-1 exit. But by the time price trades down, you know, in around here, you've already made, like on this account, whatever it is, you know, I mean, it could be $30, but probably about $300 or so on this particular account that I'm trading. I'm happy to pull my stop loss down in slightly above, and there's no risk. It's a winning trade regardless, and then see what we get out of it. You saw the value of, say, approximately $1,000 on the account I was trading. That's $1,000. 1, 2, 3. So you see where we're going with this? Anyway, that's how we can trade gold and whatever else you can find in here with good volatility and whippy price action so that we get these extreme moves and the alerts. Okay, guys, so with that, jump on board. Go to my website, tradingwithanthony.com. From $19.95 a month, buy me a coffee and cake every month and you've got access. We've also got the VIP group, Telegram. It's a great opportunity. So with that, Hope you have a great day, safe trading, and we'll see you in the next one.